So one of the things that Rick and I really wanted to concentrate on this season was some warmer colors. Even if it is a blue, it has warm undertones. So our first room that we walk into has beautiful golds, it has warm chagreens, and then it's all accented with that wonderful pop of coral. It feels warm, inviting, happy, friendly, and it's a color we haven't seen for a while. I think it's a color that everybody relates to, and it's a color that looks good on everybody. It reflects some color into their skin and into their eyes, and you can feel happy and good about yourself when you're in a room with that color.
And we also think that neutrals are coming back again. And so there are a lot of neutral tones in that room as well. On that, we worked on these together, of course. We worked together on the concepts for everything we do so that all the different pieces make a great statement. In that room, we have a fantastic new multi-use cabinet. It'll hold up to 100-inch, diagonally 100-inch flat screen TV. And it's kind of a riff on the old Japanese screens. What we've done is, rather than have the tea paper type covering that the screens were painted on, we used an American white oak veneer laid up in a kind of a basket weave pattern. And then it has a bronze branch that stretches across the entire cabinet, and where there would have been buds, we've used polished brass hemispheres to represent the buds. So it's sort of an abstracted version of a cherry blossom screen. And then Jennifer picked up on that. We worked with a North Carolina mill to develop this fabric, and it's a jacquard woven. And it has a 90-inch cherry blossom branch that just runs all the way across the back of that sofa. So it dips down, it curves up, you have the blossoms, you have the buds on the ends of the stick. The bark is really well executed, and it's just really special, one of a kind. Looks great across the back of that sofa. The sofa is a perfect one to float in the room because of so much shape. Has a wonderful curve to the back, waterfall skirt, so it has a very elegant look. But then the fabric's not too precious. It has a lot of linen in it, and it's a fabric that's very durable and can hold up to not only being in your living room where you never walk in, but it could also be in your family room where your kids are there, your dog's there, your family's there, and where you actually live. We chose to use two sofas so that you could really play up that beautiful curve. And then we put those around Rick's new shagreen cocktail table. Well, one thing I hear from everyone who's doing a home, and at all ages, from 70 on down to 20, they want beautiful furnishings, but they want them to be simple. They want a simpler look, even though they want something that's more traditional. So in this collection that we did, it's called the Rive Gauche collection, we use curves, but yet it's very clean. It's not an overly decorated piece. It has very subtle detail on it, and we accented it with a faux shagreen finish, which adds richness and warmth. And I think it complements the beautiful sofas and upholstery that Jennifer created for that room.
And finally, we created a new lounge chair. We've called it the Palm Beach chair. It's based on an antique frame that we found in Palm Beach. Makes sense? You've got these wonderful shapes, these arcs and these squared off crenellation, all raised on Louis XVI carved legs, all painted in a lovely antique white finish. And then we've covered the chair in that wonderful coral velvet with just a mitered tape on the seat in the back. So it has a retro feel, but again, it's perfectly suited for today's interiors.
Many of the key or the larger pieces in the room, we really treat those almost as art pieces. So in addition to the cabinet that I mentioned earlier, we use a pickup sticks table, which is a dining room table, but can also be used as a center table, or you could use it as a desk. And it's a great construction using pipes to create sort of it looks like a bundle of sticks, and yet it's also an abstract piece of art, and it's a very functional table with lots of uses.
I don't think we can talk enough about the metal finishes too in that room. We have the bronzes and the brass. So again, even the metal finishes now have become warm and living brass, so that it does slightly change with the user's hand and with the use of the pieces. It really adds that wonderful warmth to the room.